So I want to talk to you guys about this Proverbs 31 woman. And it's interesting how guys say, oh, I want a Proverbs 31 woman. I want a Proverbs 31 woman. Girls saying, oh, I want to be a Proverbs 31 wife. But what is that really? What does that really entail? What does that really mean? So let's take a look at it. Get your Bible. All right. Pause the video if you have to. Get the Bible. I have my Bible. This is the, oh, you can't even see. Oh, yeah, you can. This is the NLT. All right. Life Application Bible. All right. And you're going to Proverbs 31. And it doesn't start right away if you haven't opened it up before. It starts on verse 10. All right. And I'm going to try, it's a lot. It's 10 through what, 31? 10 through 31. And I'll try my best to read through some of these and we can kind of talk about it. And you can pause and think about how you feel about this and then see if what you think matches up with what I'm reading and what I'm saying. Proverbs 31, starting with verse 10. A wife of noble character. And it reads, who can find a virtuous and capable wife? She is more precious than rubies. Her husband can trust her, and she will greatly enrich his life. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She finds wool and flax and busily spins it. So she's making something from the wool and the flax. She is like a merchant's ship, bringing her food from afar. She gets up before dawn to prepare breakfast for her household and plan the day's work for her servant girls. So she's getting up early in the morning. She's making breakfast for everybody in the house. And she already has a plan for the people who work in her household. So the people who help her, all right? Her servants. So she must got some funds, all right? Her and her husband got some funds. She goes to inspect the field and buys it. With her earnings, she plants a vineyard. She is energetic and strong, a hard worker. She makes sure her dealings are profitable. Her lamp burns late into the night. So she's out here wheeling and dealing, doing business transactions, things like that. And she's working even until late at night. Her hands are busy spinning thread, her fingers twisting fiber. She extends a helping hand to the poor and opens her arms to the needy. She has no fear of winter for her household, for everyone has warm clothes. She makes her own bedspreads. She dresses in fine linen and purple gowns. Her husband is well known at the city gates, where she sits with other civic leaders. So she's sitting there with the town council members, the mayors out there, everybody's out there, all right? She makes her belted garments and sashes to sell to merchants. So everything that she's spinning, she's making, she's selling it out on the marketplace, in the marketplace. 25, she is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. When she speaks, her words are wise, and she gives instructions with kindness. She carefully watches everything in her household and suffers nothing from laziness. Her children stand and bless her. Her husband praises her. There are many virtuous and capable women in the world, but you surpass them all. That's what her husband is saying to her. So he's complimenting her and all her hard work. Verse 30, charm is deceptive and beauty does not last, but a woman who fears the Lord will greatly be praised. Reward her for all she has done. Let her deeds publicly declare her praise. All right, the reading of the word is blessed. I have one question for you. It might be several, but here's my first question after reading this. Do you have it all together? Do you have it all together? No. Jules, how could I have it all together? I got kids, I got work, I got hair. Some of y'all, I gotta buy my hair, and I gotta straighten my hair, I gotta put it on, I gotta glue my wig down, I gotta glue my edges down. I gotta cook, clean, all these different things. How can I have it all together? I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Now, Whereas I feel like this is a guide. Don't take this too literally if you don't have it all together. There's this perception that we have to have it all together, all laid out. Excuse me, be perfect in every area. That is impossible. Christ was perfect. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. It's impossible. So you're going to go to bed late, making clothes for your household or making sashes and things to go out in the workplace, to sell in the marketplace. You're going to get up early before everybody gets up. You're going to make breakfast for everybody in the house. You're going to go out and find real estate for the right price, the right acreage, fertile land for you to do whatever you want to do with it and buy it. Have a bunch of servants, have a team around you. Do this, do that, do this. Here's the plan for the day. You're going to sit in meetings with the leaders of your town or your city and still raise the kids and do all of this. Listen, you can't do it all in one shot. So don't be fooled when people tell you you need to be a Proverbs 31 woman. I agree that you should be virtuous. And that's what the text is getting at, right? Verse 29, there are many virtuous and capable women in the world, but you surpass them all. The goal is for you to have virtues. The goal is for you to be able to add on to your husband. But you may not be talented in business. You may not even want to take on business. You may not be able to sew. So let's not take these things literally. You may not be able to be the CFO to his CEO, all right, or the VP to his presidency, all right. That may not be your thing. That may not be your talent. That may not be what God has called you to do. But you can be a good wife. Now, if you've been called to do some things in the business and you're a mover and shaker, be a mover and shaker. But don't feel bad about yourself is my point. Don't beat yourself up because you don't fall in line with all, well, it's 31, but all 10 through 31, you don't fall in line with verses 10 through 31. You can't meet every single line in those verses. Don't feel bad about that because you can't listen. If you could be 100% of a Proverbs 31 woman, all right, I'm patting on this, a Proverbs 31 woman, if you could be the whole thing, everything that's in there, when would you sleep? When would you sleep? You're getting up early, you're going to bed late, you're selling things, you're making things to sell, you're cooking breakfast, you're giving directions, you're meeting the president, you're sitting around with Obama. Well, I'm saying Obama because, you're sitting around with Obama and Michelle, and then getting home and packing lunches, and then selling an idea to Nike. What? You wouldn't be able to sleep. You wouldn't be able to sleep. So don't get too caught up with all of that. Get the main points. Be virtuous, be a helpmate. Help your household. Be a backbone. Be somebody that can be relied on. Help your husband. Pat him on the back. Give him words of affirmation. Help him on what he decides to do as long as you guys are in agreement with it. You guys should be in agreement with it, and then you go forward. But you ain't going to meet all of those specifications. It's impossible. Get some sleep. Don't worry too much about it. Do the best that you can do for your boo. Think about it.